What's up, everybody? I am back. It's Wednesday. I got my coffee. And I'm doing a request. I did a Project 86 video, I guess 2 or 3 weeks ago now, since I took some time off. And I got a request to check out this song, METATROPOLIS. And I have not listened to Project 86. I haven't listened to anything new from Project 86 since... Let me look at the albums. I feel a little bad about it, truthfully, because they're one of my favorite bands of all time. One of the first big shows I ever saw. I'll talk about that later. Picket Fence Cartel is probably the last album I listened to, and I don't even know if I ever listened to that one all the way through. And I don't know. Right? It's not because I don't like it. It's just I was able to start expanding my musical horizons because I was out of the home, right? I got out of the house. I was allowed to listen to Project 86 as a kid, right? Or as a teenager, I guess. My mom was okay with it. Listen, don't. It's how it was in my house. So I was allowed to listen to them. So this was kind of some of the heaviest music I could get my hands on. And then I got to college, and I could experiment. I could branch out. And so I just kind of dropped them. But we're coming back to check out what they got in 2022. This song came out last year, technically. Happy 2023, everybody. All right, so we'll get into it in a minute. But before we do, a couple things. Obviously, like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. It helps me out. I'm not going to be getting into engineering, mixing, mastering. That's just not... the technical side of the music is not something I really focus on. So if you're looking for that, you can find it, but not here. And don't be a dick. I would expect this song will be fairly heavy. That's not for everybody. So if you're not into that sort of thing, you may not enjoy this very much. It's all right if you don't like it. It's all right if you check out now because you're like, oh, heavy music. No, thank you. But if you do watch it, I would appreciate it if we could just keep the comments, a friendly place to visit. All right? Let's keep it like Disney, right? Happiest comment section on earth. And with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is METATROPOLIS by Project 86. All right. I like this chug. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. I've always liked one of the few bands that I ever cared about enough to learn the names of all the members. I can't remember their last names, but I do know clearly Andrew Schwab is still doing vocals and lyrics, I assume. I always enjoyed his lyrical touch. I don't know who if the rest of the band is there. Plow, the drummer, they called him Plow. And then Randy and Steve, which are two extremely non-metal names. You had Steve on bass and Randy on guitar. And I don't know if they're still there. I don't know if they've added members, if the synth stuff is, just sort of additional tracking, or if there's actually somebody in the band that plays the synth. There was a period many years ago, before I was listening to them, when they were a 5-piece, back when they were signed to Atlantic. I used to know a lot about this band. So I saw them once in Chicago at a show with a band called Sullivan, who no longer exists, but I really liked them. They were sort of alt indie pop, emo pop maybe. The brother of Spencer Chamberlain, the lead singer of Under Oath, was the drummer for Sullivan. Just things I know. The Classic Crime, another band, can't remember, and then MXPX, which some people will know. MXPX, they were a super, in so much as Christian, like ska punk. Ska punk's probably not fair. Christian punk bands could get famous. MXPX was famous. They were a well-known across both Christian audiences and mainstream, right, secular audiences in the late 90s, early 2000s. And so they were the headliners. They put on a great set. But yeah, so that was when I saw Project 86. That was right around, what album would that have been? That would have been Truthless Heroes was out, and The Rest Will Follow. That was the album that was really, really popping, was And the Rest Will Follow, which was a very good album. I really liked it. It was different. It was unique. They experimented with some stuff on that one. I couldn't really follow the lyrics. I got some stuff, but the vocals were very like distorted on purpose, right? Kind of synthed, staticky a little bit. So it was hard for me to follow. I'd have to listen to it a couple more times to really have anything to say. The point seems clear, right? It's against uploading your brain to the internet. I'm being very reductive here. I'm sure there's more to it. But like from what I could pick up from the video, from what I could pick up from the lyrics, this is technology is coming to, we've been told that technology will save us, and if you upload your brain, then you can live forever, sort of things. They're a Christian band. I have no idea where they stand philosophically now, to be fair. I don't really know what's been going on for them in the last 10 years, but that is how I knew them before. So I would assume it's something to do with that. This was a good one. I don't know if it's going to get me back into new Project 86, but it may get me. I may go back and do another song or two from the era when I was really listening to them seriously, because I do like this band a lot. I like Andrew's vocals a lot, and they were a big part of my youth. I had a Project 86 zip hoodie back in the day, because had to represent. I think that'll do it. This video reminded me of a video, at least part of it did, that I may cover very soon. We'll see. It is not at all like this song. It's just visual style. There's some references that I'm that I'm thinking of. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Stay safe out there, especially in this winter weather. I'm saying that in pretty much every video. So just, if you don't want to hear it, whatever. But it's nasty. There's parts of the country, parts of the world where the weather is really bad and dangerous. And, you got to be careful. You got to protect yourself. Drink lots of water. And be nice to each other.